Um, this gentleman talking to you today about was taken prisoner by the Viet Cong on December the 31st, 1964. Donald Gilbert Cook was the first Marine officer captured in Vietnam and the only Marine in the history to earn the Medal of Honor while a prisoner of war. He was commissioned a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps on April 1st, 1957, and after extensive training, he volunteered for duty in Vietnam in November of 1964. Before departing for Saigon, Cook wrote a prescient letter to his 4 youngsters back in Burlington, explaining to them why he went to war. He placed the letter in his briefcase in his bachelor's quarters, and he mistakenly assumed it would be found and if he became a casualty. After only 18 days in Vietnam, Cook was wounded and captured during the battle. He was shot in the left thigh and passed out from blood loss. While he was unconscious, he was taken prisoner by the Viet Cong. Meanwhile, back in Okinawa, Cook's belongings, including his briefcase with the unread letter inside, were boxed up and shipped to his wife in Burlington. Busy raising 4 children alone, she put the boxes in storage. The VC held Cook in a number of primitive jungle POW camps for nearly 3 years, and he led 10 fellow POWs in captivity, always looking out for their health and welfare while complying with the spirit and intent of the U.S. Military Code of Conduct, which Jerry read earlier. Cook and his men subsided on a starvation diet of rice and fish. Cook was also a hardcore resistor to the attempts of the VC to indoctrinate him and gain his cooperation. He gave the Viet Cong only the big 4: name, rank, service number, and date of birth. Cook was so closed-mouthed that his captors never learned that he was a Marine. While hiking on the rugged jungle trail from one prison camp to another, Cook would sometimes carry the packs of the weaker prisoners that were with him. After 3 years of malnourishment, he was a mere husk of his former powerful and vigorous self. The VC reported that Cook died of malaria in the highlands of South Vietnam near the Cambodian border on or about 8 December 1967. He was 33 years old, and his remains have never been recovered. A guided missile destroyer was named in his honor, the USS Donald Cook, and her crew proudly refers to the ship as the Fearless Warrior. In April of 1980, Donald Cook's 2 daughters decided to go through their father's stored boxes from Okinawa. More than 15 years after Cook wrote his final letter to his children and put in a briefcase, the girls read his guidance to them, and it reads in part, I quote, "Do what is right and just, no matter what the personal cost. Love God and man above all else. Judge yourself by others. Don't judge yourself by others, but others by yourself. Life to me is so simple. There is life, death, and eternity. If we can't save our souls, what good is anything else? This guides and will continue to guide all my actions," end quote. Cook's righteous words of advice to his children, "Do what is right and just, no matter what the personal cost," are engraved on a heavy bronze plaque bolted to the bulkhead adjacent to the serving line in the galley aboard the USS Donald Cook. The plaque is shiny because its crew constantly rubs it for good luck when passing through the line to get their daily rations. It's a firm tradition for every Cook sailor to be familiar with Colonel Cook's story be able to speak knowledgeably at a moment's notice about his courage.